Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good.
This is Lieutenant Tinsel from Plaquemines Parish.
All right, Lieutenant, thank you for accommodating us this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
After our interview, we would like to hear from the institution to tell us how he's been doing, any write-ups, his jobs and all that. If there's someone who let us know at the appropriate time, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna step out the room. All you gotta do is just call me back in.
Yes, sir, appreciate that, appreciate that. Hey, young man, give us your name and your DOC number, please.
Good afternoon, Brandon Lane, UOC number 585-968.
All right, Brandon, my name is Pearl Wise. To my left is Mr. Mel Bellin. To my right is Mr. Roche. We comprise your panel this afternoon. Let me explain the process to you. I'm going to read some information in the record. Afterwards, we're going to conduct an interview with you, starting with Mr. Roche. After we complete our interview, you have some supporters here who are going to be speaking, and we have some opposition here who's going to be speaking. We're going to give them an opportunity to speak. After they finish speaking, we're going to ask the staff, well, we got staff there to let us know how you've been doing there. And then when our testimony has been received, we're going to give you a chance to make a statement and tell us whatever you want us to know, and then we'll vote. So that's the process. So let me read the information to the record. Your name is Brandon L. Lane. You're listed as a second offender. You were sentenced on March the 18th of 2016, racketeering 20 years. Theft, you received 10-year sentence to run concurrent. Another theft, 10 years to run concurrent. Another theft, 5 years to run concurrent. Habitual theft, 10 years to run concurrent, and then illegal possession of stolen things, 10 years. Your total sentence is 20 years. Your parole eligibility date is listed as June the 18th of 2020. You have a good time release date of July the 8th of 2024, and you have a full term date of June 19th of 2035. That sounds about right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Roche.
Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Excuse me, let me introduce our guests. We have your fiance, Miss Chantel Lynette. She will be speaking. We also have your sister, LaCambry Lane, and she will be speaking. We also have Mr. Randall Myers with the Orleans Parish District Attorney's Office. He'll also be speaking. Thank you, Mr. Rush.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good afternoon, Mr. Lane. How are you?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Mr. Lane, you are currently 36 years old. You're a second felony offender, and you have a 20-year sentence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you served approximately 7 years and 8 months on that 20-year sentence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you had a hearing in November of 2020, and all three members denied you for the same reason. You needed additional programming. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
In April of 2021, you got transferred from Morehouse to Catahoula, and then in 22, you got transferred to Plaquemines Parish.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the program you completed since your hearing in 2020.
I took parenting class in Catahoula,
Anything else?
and I participated in victim awareness class in Catahoula also.
Okay. So basically, the victim accountability was just how to write and understand and empathize with the victim. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't get any credit from that. So the only class that you've taken since the hearing is a parenting class. Is that
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes, sir.
When did you first start using drugs?
Never.
Never.
No, sir.
That's the answer I want. Have you ever had any victim awareness classes?
No, sir.
Understand the effect of your crime on the victims. See, the crime you committed against the victim or victims not only affected them, but it affected their family, it affected their community, it affected everyone in a circle where that victim is.
Yes, sir.
Have you taken 100 hours pre-release?
Not yet. It never started yet.
But what I'm saying is, you need some programming on how to re-enter into the mainstream society. And you take your management class.
I didn't qualify for new classes because I'm low risk for classes.
Okay, so
Every class,
everybody I see, 90% of everybody I see is low risk. Okay? And they have classes. Don't tell me you're not eligible. You may not be eligible for substance abuse because you don't have a substance abuse problem. But you're eligible for anger management. What are your offenses that you're in for?
excuse me.
Racketeering, conspiracy to commit theft. All right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
I want you to take some anger management. I want you to take 100 hours pre-release. And what other class did I say?
Thank you for change.
Thank you for a change. I'm going to order that these classes to be taken. I'm not gonna deny you this time, but I'm gonna order that before release, that you complete 100 hours pre-release. Thank you for a change and anger management,
Yes, sir.
because I don't want you to get out just for the sake of getting out. I want you to stay out, and you need programming to equip you, to give you the knowledge how to deal with a situation when it comes up.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's what you want too. You want to get out and you want to stay out.
Yes, sir.
It is my responsibility to see that you get these classes. So we're going to grant you this time and make it a requirement of your release that you complete these 3 classes.
Yes, sir.
You have 9 months, but as soon as you finish these classes, the quicker you get released.
Yes, sir.
Is why.
Thank you. Okay. All righty, we have, let's hear from, Mr. Randy Myers, at this time. All right. Okay, let's hear from, Ms. Chantel, your fiance. Would you unmute and tell us what you want us to know?
Yes, I just want y'all to know that I met Brandon in 2002 in high school, and he isn't a career criminal. He has several counts, but he isn't a career criminal, and he's a action, and he knows that it affects his family and his community with the decisions that he decided to make. But in his 7 years and 8 months, he hasn't had any write-ups or anything. So I think y'all should put that in consideration as well. He stayed on the right track while he was in there. He did take classes, but he didn't take the classes that you did mention today, though. But he did take classes. He has hours in classes that he done.
All right, thank you. In here. Ms. Lane, would you please unmute and tell us what you want us to know? We can't hear you.
Okay. How you doing? I just want to say, I think he has been rehabilitated. I'm his big sister, so I hold him accountable for anything he does. I've talked to him numerous times. I see his growth from when he got in and now. I know it's hard for him to be away from his firstborn, so that's something that I know that he dealing with also. I didn't really agree with the anger management. He don't really have an anger issue. He's not an angry person. He's really a happy person. He's not an angry person at all. And we just missed him. We ready for him to come home.
All right, thank you for being here. Take that. Okay, we don't have any other speakers. All right, Mr. Lane, what do you want us to know before we vote?
So separate recovery class, I took this a 12-step Christian program class. It's an anger management class. This is church anger management class, 12-step program class. And I completed welding school to maintain a 3.4 for the trade. And I'm certified in stick welding, MIG welding, and pipe welding. And I completed work keys was picking back on money management class. And I took every class that was appointed to me that I'd be able to take because me being a low risk thing. Every time I got in the class, I got put out because I wasn't eligible for any class. Then I came here, got assessed for the class. I've been here since May. I haven't been in class yet. For anger management classes, living and balance class, rental classes, I didn't qualify for the class. So can y'all put that in writing that you want me to maintain, take these classes so I can be put in the class?
All right. Is there anything else you want us to know?
That's it, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I know you're nervous, but you did good. You did. Panel ready to vote?
Ms. Wise,
Yeah.
I do have a comment.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, stay on.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Randy Meyer, Assistant DA, Jefferson Parish. In November of 20, he was denied because he needed more programs, as Mr. Roche was pointing out. And since then, the victim accountability is a one-day program and the partner and parenting is a 1.5 month program. So there's a lot more that he could do. All of his offenses are for theft. There's some victim opposition with some of his victims. And I noted in the record, and this seems like something that he should be required to complete. The record says that he was at Louisiana Delta Community College in a welding course that has an expected graduation date of December of 24. With all the theft offenses, I think it'd be appropriate for him to finish that, get that degree, which would give him a much better opportunity to find employment and not get back involved in thefts. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I finished that class where I graduated 2019. December of
Okay.
2019, I graduated welding school.
That's what I heard you say. Please get Lieutenant Tinsel, please, so we can find out what he wants us to know about you.
Okay.
The lieutenant, he said, come get it when it was time. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about Mr. Lane. So how has he been doing?
He's been doing fine, ma'am.
What does he do every day?
Well, put on you.
I'm in EB dorm right now. I was up front, and then they put it back to class start, and I haven't class to start yet. So
He was in re-entry classes. And then after he completed the class, they put him back on the DOC though. I haven't had any problems or any write-up on him since he's been here. So he has been a model inmate in my eyes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate your input.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so panel ready to vote?
Yes, Ms. Wise, I am.
All right, Mr. Roche?
Mr. Lane, whether you're low risk or not, whether or not you qualify these programs, you're not qualified because I've audited these programs.
thank you, sir.
And I'm going to grant your release upon completion of 100 hours pre-release, which is a module of 10 courses that will help you to re-enter back into society. Victim awareness, so you can understand the effects that your offense had on the victims, and also on thinking for a change. Those 3 courses have to be completed before you release. After release, curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and you are to do 4 hours of community service. Get with your pastor, get with your parole officer, and identify some individuals, at-risk youth, or if you have any talent, do some community service to give back to the community. Good
Yes, sir.
luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roche. Mr. Marabella?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. My vote is likewise the same for the same reasons.
All right, Mr. Lane, so far you got 2 votes to grant. I do want to correct something. Your girlfriend said you didn't have a write-up. You had 1 write-up in 2017 for contraband, and you lost 30 days of good time, but you got that restored in 2022. So you did have 1 write-up in this this is 5 years or so that you've been down this time. I want to say that you changed my mind this morning. You really did. I'm going to concur with my colleagues, and I'm going to vote to grant conditionally upon all the programs that you need. I concur with the special conditions with the added condition that you be employed. And if you're not employed, go to the day reporting center in your district. And I want that to be a condition. I don't want you sitting around with nothing to do. You need to be either working, looking for work, or in the day reporting center. That is my vote. The parole has been granted conditionally. Best
Thank
wishes to you, everyone that participated today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
That concludes our business at Plaquemine Parish. We thank you all for accommodating us this afternoon. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.